My favorite part of this event is just seeing everybody come together. You set this big long table and then all of a sudden it's just magically populated, and there's laughter and there's hugging and people are enjoying a really delicious meal. It's a really positive event.
Hello everybody and welcome to Community Feast. We are so happy you're here. Thank you for being adventurous and coming out in these adverse weather conditions. Food has an amazing ability to unite us, and gathering around this table is a great way for us to talk about the importance of a sustainable food system.
Having events like the Community Feast really help emphasize what Appalachian is all about, especially since over 50% of students come here specifically with sustainability in mind, and then combining that with our heavy emphasis on community here at Appalachian. I think this kind of event just kind of embodies that culture of what it means to be mountaineer.
This is about bringing the campus community together. This is an important event because it's about sustainable and equitable food, which ties in with our strategic plan and the mission of the institution.
So there's three goals of this event. The first is to just gather around a table and have a conversation about the importance of a sustainable, equitable food system. Secondly, we try to maximize local sourcing, so our sweet potatoes came from the high country and all the other ingredients came from North Carolina. And then also to minimize waste. So we have the Office of Sustainability that's helping us to minimize waste with a big recycle bin, a big compost bin, and a little tiny garbage pail. So hopefully very little ends up in the landfill.
We're also trying to bring together not only students and faculty and staff, but also members of the broader community. So we had Blue Ridge Women in Agriculture, with people from Farm Full Circle, which is a food recovery initiative, among others. So this is an opportunity for us to kind of come together and think about what kinds of resources and what kinds of efforts we can build upon to strengthen our local food system.
To me, I think it's really great to see the community interact with each other and spend some time thinking about what it is that they're putting into their bodies and how that affects their community. Today we donated vases in hopes that our donation will be sold and then provide a more sustainable practice for the Community Feast next year. We had painters and drawers and all sorts of different people from different areas come in and decorate vases. This is one that I decorated myself, and we're hoping that these spruce up the tables so that it's a nice and happy and vibrant event.
So the AppalFRESH Collaborative stands for Appalachian Food Research for Equity, Sustainability, and Health. And it's a trans-disciplinary group of faculty, staff, and students across Appalachian's campus that are all working to try to envision a future food system that's more sustainable and more equitable, more responsible to the resources that go into it.
One of the key things with any event like this is that every person can make a difference, whether it be around protecting the environment, making sure their neighbors and friends have food, but also when we come together collectively is when we really start to make that impact on a much larger scale.
Everyone has a passion for these topics, and it doesn't matter what discipline or perspective they're coming from or where they are in terms of their role at the university or participant in the community. Everyone has an interest in these kinds of topics.
I think that was just really incredible to see so many student organizers, leaders, clubs, faculty, staff, everyone just sitting at this long table through the middle of campus and sharing a meal together. I think that was just incredible and says a lot about the Appalachian spirit that we have here.
Loved seeing everybody out in spite of the rain. We are resilient.
So I just hope people leave this event, maybe shared some stories, learned something from each other, learned how to buy ingredients that are more locally sourced with less single-use plastic, less packaging in general, and maybe this would help impact their habits in the future.
So enjoy the meal and thank you for being here.
A sustainable food system is just and ecologically sound.
Accessible to all.
Has to be environmentally just, and just as importantly, it has to be as socially just.
A sustainable food system is energy efficient.